What's up, guys? This is Tristan Randall with Canis Media. Today I'm here with Witch Hunter before their very first show. Go ahead and we'll start with you. Tell us your name and what you play.
Jesse Ballard, I play bass.
I'm Seth Heron and I do vocals.
Jacob, I play drums.
Devin, I play guitar.
I'm Samples, I play guitar.
So, I think I've already seen a post that said exactly what happened, but where did you guys' name come from?
Okay, so it's
All right, so me and him were going to a show, and we were listening, like road tripping, and we were listening to, there's a Zayo song called Witch Hunter, and we had been kind of we had been talking about like doing a, band or something, and I was like, that'd be a cool name. That was literally like, we had another name, and we looked up, like, we just got on like Spotify and stuff to see if there were other bands with that name, and there were like 7,000 of them, and we were like, okay, well, that's not gonna work. And then we looked at Witch Hunter, and there was like one other band, and they were like from South America or something, and I was like, yeah, I think we're good with that. Like, yeah sure.
which
Just
side
any competition there.
Yeah.
if they ever come to the States, they have to come to Alabama or the Southeast in general, and we will 110% play the show with them.
They are super rad. Just side
They
note.
are really great.
And you're talking about the one from South America.
Yes. Yeah.
So Witch Hunter and Witch Hunter.
We're terrible.
Headline.
We're terrible. Like, yeah. No.
Are any bands influential in you guys' music?
I think it kind of goes like with like the individual member basis as far as like who the biggest influence for each of us is. For me, it'd probably be like Converge and Norma Jean.
I mean, I like Protest the Hero, and when they said they were doing like Norma Jean stuff, I was like, okay, I'm gonna sing over it.
And it like, I was like genuinely like, kind of thinking like, I don't know how this is gonna work, but when you like did your thing, it worked very well. I was like, yes, this is awesome. Like, so
Like the very distressed, clean vocals.
Yeah. So.
That was actually going to be a question later on the line, but I can go ahead and knock it out. I know most of you guys have been in previous bands before, right? If not all of you.
yes.
Have you brought those influences of those bands you played for with you?
I mean, I think always like so. Obviously, like, he has a real particular style of drumming, and me and Jesse have been in bands together for a long time, and me and him have a real like kind of way that we write together and stuff like that.
It just happens whether you try to or not.
Yeah.
Well, I think this one thing too is this is the first time, probably one of the most diverse groups that we've been in between influences and the style of music. It's a little bit out of the vein for what probably like a lot of the stuff maybe me and Devin would write. So that was one of those things where it's just been really fun to experiment and listen to stuff and be like, man, that sounds cool, but also at the same time be able to play stuff that you want to play. So it's a really cool blend of a lot of different styles, and it all matches up into one band. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
And going further with that, what all bands have you guys played for that you're carrying for?
Oh man. So
the list is terrifying.
We'll do the easy ones first, the easy stuff first. Me and Jesse were in Geraldine together, a band called Geraldine. Then we were in a band called Veda together, and then Seth joined Veda later on, so Seth was actually in Veda as well. So all three of us were in Veda at one point in time, so that was kind of a neat thing. Seth was in a band called Echoes of Creation.
Fucking love Echoes.
And Samples was in Echoes for a little while. Yeah. So there's a lot of like crossbreeding going on here, yeah.
And then Jacob has a
Except for
list
Jacob,
of
I don't think I'm
5,000?
connected. The only way I'm connected is that we're cousins.
Me and him are cousins,
but
yeah.
let's see, I've had Russian Love Machine, Divine Shakes, False Sons, Tiger Helicide, Sex Raptor. I can't.
You know how drummers are, man.
Yeah.
Like every drummer is in like 4 other bands.
Yeah, because there's not that many drummers.
And the majority of those bands are still active, so you can definitely check them out.
Yeah.
Little plug there,
Is Sex Raptor a Horse the Band reference?
No.
That was a Frank Brigade reference.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah, he came up with that.
Now, I know you have your song 3, which was about Writer's Block, right?
oh yeah.
On all the music platforms. Do you have any more plans to hit us with more stuff we can listen at home like soon?
Yes, we actually have another song that's already recorded and done. We're just working out the logistics of doing a music video for it. So as soon as we get that worked out and get the video planned, that will be for that. Yeah, that will come out soon. And then we have some studio time coming up in a couple of months to go do more stuff. So
that's your plans moving
forward? It's a kind of a drip. It'll just kind of come when it comes, but there's definitely in the works for sure.
When we talked about how we wanted to do it, do we record all whatever 9 songs we
knock
had
out an
at
EP
one
or
point.
whatever,
But I think that if you're a unsigned band these days, it kind of makes more sense to just record a couple of songs, drop them. Record a couple of songs, drop them.
More
That way
exposure,
you can kind of always have something coming out and
Yeah.
keep people interested in what you're doing.
Instead of dropping everything at once and then having
Stuff
like a
gets stale.
dead period.
yeah, and
Yeah.
6 months later, it's like, well, yeah.
Or in some cases, it takes 2 years for a lot of bands to put out new material. We're definitely
Yeah.
not going to do that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we took a lot of influence on that move from the band Vane. That's what they did before they got signed and dropped Air or something. They just released like EP after
Yeah.
EP after EP.
And it's a lot of times too. For a lot of bands, it's a monetary thing, and like you said, logistics and just getting it out there. So instead of just
That's true. It's also, yeah, I mean, it's just cheaper, like you're saying,
yeah,
to
I mean,
do it
instead
that
of
way.
going in and dropping $5,000 on this thing, you can pay a little bit more for just a couple of songs and do it really good and have a far less.
It's almost like an EP layaway.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
the
yeah.
other thing is, like, we don't feel as rushed either. It's like we're going to do like 2
Yeah.
songs. Cool. We take our time, do those 2 songs. They're great. Come back in a couple months, do 2 more songs.
And you almost just like put more heart into it.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
opposed to like, man, we got 12
And another
songs
thing-
to do.
And another
Like,
thing too is like we definitely want the music to be out there for people to enjoy. But one of the main purposes of this band was to play live. So even though you're hearing it on the album, I mean it's great and everything, but just the live show is what we really want to push. So having
Yeah.
that kind of drip going out, and I know I'm not really. It's kind of a segue, but we've got a lot of cool, really awesome shows lined up with a lot of
That
our.
was gonna be my next question.
Yeah,
so
we'll go.
for it.
Yeah.
what do you want? Do you want to frame it properly? Like the question, like
Well, really, just like what kind of shows you got coming up? Like, what are the dates and where at?
we got a lot of really cool ones.
our next show is
November
November the 4th.
November 4th.
Yeah, November 4th at
Upside Down Plaza in
Birmingham.
Birmingham. And it is Greyhaven is headlining, and then it's Reclaim the Empire, and then us. Which that's going to be a really killer show. And then that
and we have
Friday,
Friday,
The
November the
8th.
8th. We're playing at the Shed in Atala, Alabama.
with Bible Belt, Russian Love Machine,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
who's that other
So you're
band
gonna
that's on
be.
that
Are
bill?
you still in Russian Love Machine?
Yeah.
So you're gonna be playing 2 shows
Yeah.
that night.
Yeah,
I do that a lot,
yeah.
actually. Yeah.
And that one's going to be really killer. Like, if you've never seen Russian Love Machine, or us, or
Yeah.
Bible Belt, or any of the bands I've mentioned so far, I highly suggest it.
And then we're playing November the 16th at Maggie Myers in Huntsville
Yeah.
with Forever Broken and As a Nation Dies.
Yep.
And then we have a show in January. Was it on the 10th, I think?
The 11th.
The
It's
11th.
the 11th, yeah.
So on January the 11th, and it's here at Ziggy's,
Again.
and it's with Holy Gold and Reclaim the Empire.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're super stoked for that.
That one's going to be
That
awesome.
one's
yeah.
going to be
I think they're all going to be awesome. But
absolutely
like,
bonkers.
yeah.
All of them are going to be pretty sick.
And we're super stoked to play those guys because the bands that they came from is some big influences on us.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Last question I got for you guys is gonna be a fun one. Every interview I do, last question is a doozy. Okay. If you all were to fight to the death, who would win?
Me, hands down.
Yeah, I would.
Disagree.
No. I'm the best on this planet.
Oh,
Yes. No one can beat me at anything.
is that a challenge?
It is a challenge.
Are we gonna go right now on camera?
I mean, I just don't want to embarrass him online. You know what I mean?
Don't
I think I can actually give you like the exact order. Like Ballard's first. Like Ballard's first out. Like hands down.
First out, like
Really?
oh, shit.
Yeah, you're the first one that
And
died.
why is that?
Just like I ain't going front. Like we all know where Ballard lives. It's really easy to get to his house. And, like,
You gotta get through all the chickens
I've
and
like
goats
done
first,
the
but-
whole like scan thing and stuff, being
Wow.
like kind of a little paranoid. And yeah, dude, it's kind of easy.
Well, like Seth is from Walker County, so you got to be careful.
Yeah.
They fight dirty.
They're like one step away from zombies, basically. Yeah, so.
And then I think it'll be like either me or Jacob, maybe us both at the same time, because we'll probably try like tag team against Devin
That'd be hard.
just to
get
get
wiped
him
out.
out of the way. Yeah, get like murdered.
Devin
Be
brings out
incest.
random grenade belt and just
Yeah,
nades
like
him.
mine and Devin's Claymore Roombas are like collide.
Claymore,
What do we
Alexa.
call Claymore Roomba combo?
Claymore Roomba combo. Yeah.
Play
The what?
Fortunate Son.
Well,
And that's when I jump in
Yeah.
and get Devin a sneak attack because I am from Walker County.
But I'm taking you with me when I go. So really, it would be like everyone dies. Me and Seth fight it out at the end, and then we kill each other.
so it's just a particular order it's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Devin,
you know?
Devin has about 7 hills in the southeast. He's going to choose which one he's going to die on. He just drives by. That's a nice hill. I think I like to die
I
on that hill.
guarantee you it's going to be the dumbest hill you can find.
Yeah, it's not really a hill. It's just kind of like a little.
It's just gonna be like a fucking ant mound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And they're going to erect a monument of me on that hill after it's all said and done. So-
On my grave, a monument of Seth on my grave.
Yeah.
Dash and all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stash and luscious hair.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
All right, well, that's all I got for you guys. If you have anything else you'd like to add, go for it. You know,
Just
kind of putting you on the spot here.
just the typical like the plug the socials
Yeah,
like we're
check
on
us out.
Instagram, Witch Hunter
Underscore.
_256.
No,
Is that it?
Witch
Underscore
Hunter
Hunter.
256.
And then Facebook Witch
Yeah.
Hunter. Yeah.
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 Yeah, and then another plug. I'm on TikTok. Ego. Ego.
He's
underscore-
not lying. He is on TikTok.
Yes, I am.
and
You should
make
really check it out.
make-
make
famous.
Seth TikTok famous.
I'm gonna be
Please
famous.
make Seth
Yeah,
TikTok
email
famous.
_mustache_queen. I'm his number one
Ego.
fan.
Yeah, he is.
I'll leave a link to it.
It's gonna
I'll
be
leave a link
big.
to
Do
everything.
it. Please leave a link to
I
Seth's
100%
TikTok.
will.
Oh my God, yes.
You know. So,
That's
and
amazing.
if you like really shitty memes and shitpost and post about Witch Hunter, you gotta find on Facebook.
Don't follow samples on Facebook.
You often never do the same.
All right,
It'll
well,
be better.
that's all I got for you guys. This has been Tristan Rendell with Canis Media here with Witch Hunter before their very first show, and see you later.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother!
Hell yeah, brother. Roll
Raise
Tide.
hell, raise hell.